This is your reminder that what's going on in America today and in the world because of Donald Trump did not have to happen. It is happening because some people thrive in drama. They cannot function with drama. So they cause chaos everywhere they are and disturb the peace of everybody. Donald Trump, Elon Musk are those types of people. Everything was going well with Biden. Biden was keeping the country and the world together. The economy was booming. Our diplomatic relationships were great. Jobs were being created. People were thriving, and inflation was coming down. The stock market booming. But because of miserable people that love drama, we are where we are today. Inflation, there is no sight of it coming down. Prices are rising. Oh, and don't forget, Donald Trump campaigned on reducing prices. And as soon as he won, and the reporter asked him about that price reduction, he mentioned, he said, "Oh, I have no control over price changes." But he was blaming Biden. Now, stock market is so low, is crashed and still crashing. Mind you, a lot of these people and some of the people that voted for him are just very selfish people that don't care if their neighbor is dying as long as they're going to make a buck out of it. And some of these people voted for him because they want the stock market to go crazy like it did towards the end of Donald Trump's presidency, so that they can make money. And we're all bearing the brunt of the chaos he's creating. You know, wise people said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This, was the kind of situation we had with Biden, and hoping that Kamala Harris would carry it on. But, a mixture of all kinds of dystopic people that included racists, misogynists, that don't want to see a woman in charge. And by the way, there are economies that are pioneered by women today in other countries, and they are doing quite well. Even Germany had a woman head, Angela Merkel. She did not thank Germany. They are still doing well, post her leadership. But America, the free world, you would have thought that we were, light years in progress, equality, mental transformation. You know, you would have thought, but instead, I learned something new about America, which, you know, I don't know how I'm going to get over. I had so much belief in the American ideal, the free world, hope of the world, the country where everyone looks up to, where, people aspire to come for the American dream. I had that ideal and belief. And this regime, the MAGA, they shattered it because they chose a felon over a woman with clean records and over 30 years of excellent public service. And it took my mind back to when Jesus Christ was crucified for nothing, because the Pharisees and Sadducees, and by the way, they were the Christians of that time. Pontius Pilate brought out an imprisoned thief and asked them to choose between that thief and Jesus Christ, who they would let go. Remember, Jesus Christ, the Son of God, righteous Messiah that came to save the world. But these Christians of that day chose the felon of that day over Jesus Christ. So what happened between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump? To me, the exact replica of what happened between Jesus Christ and that thief. And in this case, to me, Kamala Harris is the Jesus of that time. And Donald Trump, who had just been convicted of 34 felonies of fraud, including a recent judgment of conviction for sexually inappropriate behavior against a woman whom the court ordered him to pay millions of dollars in injury. But these MAGA fellow Americans chose the felon over a woman with clean 30 years of excellent public service, because they don't want a woman in charge. They still live in the Stone Age. Okay? And then many of them, they hate the immigrants. And those of them that, are obsessed with the LGBTQ. And Donald Trump, being a con man, along with Elon Musk, who is exactly like Donald Trump, a con man, they pushed out propaganda left and right, demonizing immigrants and LGBTQ. So these MAGA fellow Americans, if it was like they were like dogs that bones were thrown to, and they held on to this bone of immigrants are trying to take over our country, LGBTQ, blah, 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 and they are biting and eating that bone that Donald Trump and Elon Musk threw to them, and they forgot the important things. They forgot that even when Jesus Christ was killed, there were LGBTQ people in that time. And guess what? The LGBTQ did not kill Jesus Christ. It was the Christians of that day that killed Jesus Christ. Okay? And then there were also immigrants. And what did Jesus Christ say? Welcome immigrants. It's a blessing to welcome immigrants. Okay? And isn't it funny that the people, majority of Trump voters call themselves Christians? But one thing I know for sure is they are not the Christians of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Trump is their Jesus. Okay? So now, with all the progress that Joe Biden made, things were moving on. You know, America still had respect in the world, still the leader of democracies around the world, still the leader of the free world. But now, everything has turned 180. Okay? America is being laughed at. The world is in depression right now. Mentally, especially because people all over the world are affected, you know, by what Donald Trump is doing, by the chaos he is doing. You know, imagine when in a family, the father is acting, you know, misbehaving. So in the family of the world today, where America was the leader, Donald Trump is misbehaving. And that house will be in chaos and in depression, and that's what's going on. Okay? You know, so think about this. You know, when you have a special item in the house, let's say a beautiful china plate, you know, breakable, you have a special place where you lock it up in the house. You are not going to use that plate to serve a baby, because guess what? That baby will shatter it into pieces. Donald Trump is that baby. And the MAGA, filled with resentment and hate in them, handed Donald Trump that beautiful China, America. And his plan with Elon Musk is to shatter America into pieces. Something that did not have to happen. It wasn't broken. Why are you trying to break it? Elon Musk is going about firing people, causing Americans to lose their jobs, not caring. And on top of the inflation we're suffering, not caring that these people will suffer. And you tell me you love America. Hell no. That's not love. You can't gaslight me. You can't gaslight me. They lied to, you know, these MAGA people, and these people, and Donald Trump said, is on record, that he loves the poorly uneducated. And that's the situation here. This MAGA population are the uneducated populations in America. They will buy anything. Donald Trump sells to them or anyone sells to them, they would never go on the right sources to get their news. They would always eat up propaganda channels. And Donald Trump and Elon Musk, with his X, mastered the art of pushing propaganda. And that's why they say, do not underestimate the effects of stupid people in great numbers. That's what MAGA is. And the thing is, they are not even, because Donald Trump won, people outside America thinks, and some of them MAGA people thinks that they are the majority. No. Less than half of Americans voted for Trump. It's not up to 50% that voted for him. The reason Kamala Harris lost, if she lost, genuinely, I still believe that Elon Musk manipulated the election. Because, he was buying votes in front of everyone. I still don't understand how he hasn't been prosecuted, for that. Trump was saying, oh, we don't need your votes. He said, oh, we have a plan. And then millions of Democratic voters didn't vote for some reason. And millions of them that voted, their votes weren't counted. So tell me if that was not election interference. Anyway, I've been all over the place. I'm rambling now. I'll stop it here for now. But I just want the MAGA to know, what? I actually blame the voters, the Trump supporters, more than Trump. Because if they did not enable him, if they didn't cast their vote, he wouldn't have the chance to be causing chaos in the world today. So his voters and supporters are more at fault in my eyes.